and gentlemen, of course, you're here on CVM at Sunrise, and it's been a week since Yendi Phillipps made Jamaica exceptionally proud when she graced her way through the Miss Universe pageant. She was placed as the first runner-up in the Miss Universe pageant for 2010, but not only did she come second, she created history for Jamaica, garnering the highest ever finish by a Jamaican in the Miss Universe pageant. And here to share all the delight with us this morning is Miss Yendi Phillipps. Thank you so much for joining us here on CVM. It's your first live interview, right?
It's my first live interview. I came home Friday, so I had the weekend to kind of
recoup.
It was my first live interview.
Well, thanks for making it Cvmtv.
Thank you so much.
No, but I mean, I want to ask you first of all the difference, because you did the Miss Jamaica World and now it's Miss Jamaica Universe. You did so much better. You know, could you compare the two? What was the difference that made you do so well this time?
I don't know if I can pinpoint what made me do well, but I know I definitely felt more prepared this time around. Having been on the international stage before, having done international excuse me, modeling, having worked in TV, I felt a lot more prepared, as well as I thought my body was more ready. When I did Miss World, I was 25 pounds heavier than now, and there is an international standard, and I felt more all in all prepared because having had the experiences.
And you mentioned the weight loss, because a lot of persons were critiquing that initially. So, I mean, obviously the hard work paid off, being prepared. So what would you have to say to future persons who are coming into pageants in terms of preparation? How crucial is it?
I think that Jamaica has done exceptionally well at pageants, but I think we could do even better if our ladies were more prepared. You literally get thrown into, I mean, Regina, you've been there. You can share the sentiment. There are girls who have been preparing for 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, a year even. I won my pageant 6 weeks before I went off. You know what I mean? Had I not had something to pull from, it would have been very difficult. On the point you made about the weight loss and people being critical, there is a bigger picture outside of what we view locally as a physical
good body girl.
There is an international standard. Now I'm not saying the standard is to be stick thin, because I was by no means stick thin. I was actually one of the bigger girls there, to be very honest. But I also placed #1 in the swimsuit competition, which I think says something big. It says something. You don't have to be stick thin, but being healthy, being lean, taking care of your body, it pays off.
You look absolutely stunning, by the way, right now, and that beautiful gown that was on stage. We'll soon talk about the gown though, but what I want to probably hit home to is that, as you're saying, you being prepared gave you a lot of confidence. And would you say then that maybe the franchise holders, the organizers of our competitions locally need to look into, because I heard you were on YouTube, doing your research, and you were getting prepared for this like a champion, like an athlete. Do you think then that we need to follow this trend that you have set?
You know what? I remember when I was preparing for Miss World, Mickey Horton James told me something that I think still resonates with me. He's the one that said to me, you need to approach your training like an athlete would. And I took that to an even further level by, researching footage, looking at what it is that they look for. Excuse me, but to be very honest, what I think needs to happen is that the person who came second to me in Miss Jamaica Universe, I think she should be sent to the 2011 Miss Universe, and we should do a competition for the following 2012. So girls have time to prepare.
A whole year, exactly.
I think it can only be beneficial. It cannot hurt to have time to prepare.
That is true, because preparation gives confidence.
Exactly.
Confidence can take you to the moon.
You don't have to be the most physically beautiful person, but there's an energy and an aura that you can give off that people go, there is something about this girl, I need to get to know her. You're the one. You know what I mean? And that only comes with confidence and feeling reassured that you're prepared.
So Yendi, you created history for Jamaica, and I mean everybody's like,
sounds so heavy.
You did, and everybody's like so excited now and cheering for you and everything. But so was it like the moment you reached Las Vegas that you were set on becoming Miss Jamaica, Miss Universe, or set on becoming in the top 5?
Good question, because the truth to that question, the real answer is I was not, there was not one day I said, I have this in the bag. Not at all. There were days where I actually, no joke, I was on the phone with my father and I said, Daddy, why am I here?
Really?
Yeah. These girls are in it to win it, you know? And he said to me, Yendi, they're looking at you and saying the same thing. You know, they're looking at you and saying, my gosh, you know? He's like, perception is a hell of a thing. Let no one think you're weak. Not for a moment do you appear as though you're not into it, you know? But it's not easy. It is not at all.
Speaking about that though, when you went into the pageant, I think you had the highest tally, right? Going in based on the scores that were on the screen. Did you know, were you aware of that?
Okay, let me tell you a little joke now. All right, so we have this thing that we call Team Yendi. Okay. And a part of Team Yendi is Angelique Spencer, Nicole Houghton, Carrie Ann Clark. Are part of my preparation going off. Audrey Allwood was also excellent. She helped me. She was my trainer. She was amazing. And her assistant, Jackie. Anyhow, so Team Yendi. Now, 2 members of Team Yendi were there in the front. Okay, front. Kerry and Nicole. Now, they have Blackberries. Thank God for Blackberries. How you doing? Now, Nicole was getting the scores sent to her. So as the swimsuit competition ended, we stood there on the stairs. The 15 girls were about to announce the 10. She signals to me. She goes, "You number 1, 9 points. You're in, chica." So it made me comfortable as rest assured. Like I just stood there and I said, okay, I'm waiting for them to say Jamaica because I'm ready. And they said Jamaica and I said, yeah.
Oh, that walk, you have a swag with your walk, you know.
So here,
yeah. You know, it's what plays in your head.
I don't even know where it comes from. I just say I'm on the stage and I'm here.
Work it.
I walk and I said, I'm your Miss Universe. You better like me, you know? I don't even know where it comes from.
And you were smiling not even when they were calling the top 2 right there with Miss Mexico. Yeah. You were smiling not. Did you think you would take it then?
No, let me tell you something. At that point, anything else would have been brought on. At that point, I felt like I feel good. I just wanted to get in the 15. I just wanted a chance to strut my thing on stage, just to give the judges a chance to actually see me and say, you know what, we like her. No, maybe she's not our pick this year. So being at the top 5.
Yeah, it was good enough. And look at you.
It was good.
You know, everybody's saying, you know, she should have win, she should have win, so close, she should have win. See you answering your question there. I do have a serious question to ask you about that.
Sure.
But we do have to take a quick break.
Oh, man.
Yeah. The fun continues though in just a bit, so stay with us. Here with Yendi Phillipps, first run up in Miss Universe. Come back.